Good evening, and welcome to my basement apartment, and to the realm of Tirana. How many of you here watching in the chat have visited this storied realm before? Let me see your ones and exclamation points in the chat now. And how many of you here watching have never visited this realm, have never seen this show, whether in its live or virtual form? Let me see your twos and @ symbols if you are new to this realm. And if you are new, you should know that what you are about to witness is fully improvised. Our heroes have no idea the terrifying dangers that lie in wait for them, or rather, hang in wait for them in the lofty Sky Dome, the location of today's adventure. Thankfully, our heroes are mighty indeed, and they gather before you now, bright stars shining out in the firmament against chaos and evil, wherever they may rear their avaricious brow. Our first mighty hero is Sorrow, the Beastmaster Ranger.
Yes, it is I, Sorrow the Beastmaster Ranger. It's in my name that I'm a Beastmaster, but I have been unable to master beasts. So, my strategy this week is to do something else, to master something greater, a way of tempting the beasts back to me, to master things that will bring the animals back into my realm, to master traps, to master lures, to master bait for the traps. You understand?
Yes, a ranger of all trades and master of some, it would seem. Next, we have our newest addition to our hero team, the highly normal Griswold the Blacksmith.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to me, Griswold Scrumptious the Blacksmith. But I'm not just that, I do lots of stuff. I am also a man of many jobs. I can also knit, I can do carpentry, I can do pottery, I paint a little bit. I just do normal things, for I'm a normal man with normal hobbies. You might have seen me flip out a bit last time, but that's just normal guy stuff, because I'm a guy, and I'm not a killer.
Normal, spine-ripping, blood-drinking stuff. That is Griswold, the normal blacksmith. Yes. And of course, joining us from the villains team is Julius, the orange, having betrayed Brigitte, his evil master.
Hello. I don't know how I feel about being introduced as a villain anymore, because I'm, like, good as heck right now. Wow, what a turn of events that was just now, but I'm ready to be good. After seeing my husband abducted and Brigitte hanging the cure over my head for a year now, I'm ready to turn the tables on her. I'm a good person, and now I will never do tax fraud again. I swear, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done.
Done with tax fraud. Julius is now good as heck. You heard it here first. But you know who's not good as heck? Our villains. Beginning with Grimly, the Goblin, Brigitte's evil minion.
Alright, so I've had a lot of time to think, and for Brigitte, I've been doing a lot of work for her, and, last time we talked about organizing and making unions, and I think I'm ready. I think I'm gonna approach Brigitte, and I'm gonna ask for a raise. I've been reading lots of books about it, and I'm going to practice my power pose, and I'm not going to speak first, and I'm going to make the case of why I should be an exception to the policy of not giving out raises. This will need to focus on the results you have achieved for the company. Pretty normal goblin stuff.
Very normal goblin stuff. I'm really looking forward to seeing that power pose, whatever it is. Yes, and the power pose will be being presented to Brigitte, our arch villain, the Owl Sorcerer.
Well. I suppose you could say I had a bit of a setback recently. I lost someone. I'm not going to say they were important to me. I'm not going to say that they weren't. But I did lose a member of my team, and I did lose a very important tool, which I thought could maybe stop me from continuing to be an owl. So, suffice to say, I'm a little bit on the frustrated side. I have a short fuse. I have tried my very best to not be overly aggressive. You know, only attacking when attacked. But you know what? I think that time is done. So whoop-de-doop-dee, you're going to see a little bit more of me. Perhaps eating some people. Okay.
Whoopsie-doopsie indeed. Those are fighting words from Brigitte, our arch-villain. Yes, much has changed in the past episodes. Our heroes have lost members, gained members, found an ancient blade by the name of Vaxcalibur that promises to cure the plague in the east in Riverdale. But Vaxcalibur was taken from their hands by their former ally, Reginald the Goose Druid, who flew away and is absent this week, and so Vaxcalibur will not be found. But our heroes will pursue Reginald, trying to find that ancient blade so that they can complete the quest that they promised to do for the King of Royal Mountain. We'll join our heroes now as they trudge across the trackless reaches of Tirana, trying to find where their flighted friend may have disappeared to, and their eyes alighting on the distant, looming silhouette of the Sky Dome.
All right, look at that. Oh, wow.
Sure is looming, isn't it?
Sure is. That trip really flew by. It was a great idea to play those travel games like I Spy and Would You Rather. That was fun.
You do a lot of traveling, and then eventually you figure out that you gotta pass
games.
the time somehow. Yeah, you understand. You know, I usually travel with a bunch of animals who are all complaining about it taking too long. So, you know, and just I'm gonna turn this quest around if you don't quiet down back there.
I understand that. I have a family, of course, and my goodness, can they ever get up to no good sometimes? And I just want to punish them, but you can't. You can't.
Punish.
Punish, yes.
Did you say
You just
punish?
want to punish the children, but you can't. You just gotta let them grow up. Find their way.
You absolutely can't punish the children. And it's a good thing that our heroes have been conducting travel games because they have a new friend in their midst. Julius the Orange, of course, that they have always known as an enemy. And in fact, there was some tension between Sorrow and Julius in episode 2 when Julius pretended to be Sorrow's animal companion, but in fact, it was all a ploy.
Of course, you would all howl about my wolf, wouldn't you, Julius?
Sorry. You know, I'm totally into like role-playing games, and that was just a little role-playing game I was playing. Look,
It's fine. It's fine.
I admit I did something bad. That was
Did you?
bad.
I don't know. Did you?
I think that was a bad one on my part. A little bit of a whoopsie.
Wasn't great.
A little bit of a whoopsie indeed. Perhaps Julius would like to admit how bad it was in a spotlight monologue.
I would like to apologize from the depth of my rind, Sorrow. I know that lying is one of the 7 deadly sins of Tirana, and I promise to never commit one of those again as a now good person. I'm a good person, and I recognize I wasn't always a good person. There were so many terrible things I've done, from pretending to be your best bestial companion to saying that Brigitte's hair looks terrible to Grimly to multiple counts of tax fraud in the greater Tirana area, but never again. Never again. Okay, I will fill out my T4As properly. I will compliment people genuinely, and I will never be anything but my real self in front of other people. And that is a whole apology. If I was evil, I wouldn't do that. Is that good?
I believe the orange implicitly that a bad person wouldn't ever give an apology, and that's not what they do.
No, right?
A good person apologizes, and this, Julius, you've got my trust. You do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sorrow. Sorrow.
Yeah.
I'm
Zorro.
I'm working up to it.
Zorro,
You trust me.
because I said that I have given my trust, so it would be, we've gone in a circle, so
That is what you
it
said.
probably be your turn to say something similar.
I'm trying to say something. I
Right.
just feel like I'm trying to process.
Right.
Here's
No,
Give
and
you-
take the
here's
time
like
that you need to process, but,
Little
I
template.
feel like you're pushing.
I
Like you're
fully
pushing
and
me.
firmly devote my life to you, Julius, since you've confirmed that you are a good person. Something
Sorry,
along
what
those
did you
lines.
want me to say? You want me to
I-
say I devote my life to you?
Yeah, that's
You
what.
were very recently evil. I just feel like maybe that's a big jump from one.
That
it's really
was-
easy. Well, I devote my life to you,
Just
Julius.
Feels-
It's really
no,
easy to do.
I don't feel
Yes.
like that's easy.
Thank you.
Is that me? That's me. That I'm the bad guy here because I don't think that the bad guy should be trustworthy immediately.
You've got to open your heart up to people. You do.
It's open. It's open.
You got
You know
to
how many?
forgive.
You know.
Sorrow,
it's
are you
open.
going to... Sorrow, are you attempting to open your heart up to people?
No.
Okay, we won't take up the die of power then. Actually, let's do it
Wow.
anyway. Let's do it anyway and see if you do it, like, unwillingly. Let's make a saving
Fine.
throw for Sorrow opening up his heart to people. Let's roll to
Fine.
see how powerful Sorrow's resistance is to opening his heart up. And the score is a 16, and so Sorrow's resistance to opening his heart up is strong, and his heart will stay closed for the time being.
Oh no. Listen, Sorrow. My
just
evil
feel
was
like-
a whole week ago. The statute
whole-
of limitation
whole
is
week?
up on
Whole
that.
week. It was
For
that's
for
pretty
those
recently.
crimes.
You know,
For
that's
those-
pretty recently.
Okay. How about I do a good deed? What if I did a
Yes.
good deed?
You could do some good deeds. I'll
Okay.
watch some good deeds if you do them. I'm just saying I'm not like immediately leaping into best friendhood because you impersonated what is essentially my furry child. So I would just
Well-
really rather if we just keep a distance right now. I don't want to do emotional labor for you.
Okay,
And then
fair.
we can just slowly grow together over time as I learn to forgive you while you prove yourself to be something less than just a piece of orange.
Well, okay, we got to make the goodwill happen at a good clip here because we only
Yeah,
got a
just-
few weeks left for you
Yeah.
to
Well,
totally
I'm just-
devout yourself.
I again also don't understand why
Wait.
devout is what we're aiming for. Why can't we just be friends? Why do you have to like a worship thing feels weird?
And
Okay.
again, I'll do anything, pretty
Thank
much.
you, Mr. Scrumptious. Thank you.
Yes, of
See,
course, yeah.
Mr. Scrumptious is on my
Why
side.
am I the bad guy here? Where I really wish Pruno wasn't extremely pregnant and in my pocket. This is very annoying.
Well,
Yes, of
Yes.
course. Pruno Bars, the bard, has become very, very pregnant since last episode and is taking a little breather inside Sorrow's pocket. But speaking of wild devotion that provokes strange and extravagant gestures of expenditure, our heroes begin to hear the hawking cries of something in the distance. Because, of course, we have asked you, our gentle viewers, how our heroes might be able to ascend to the Sky Dome now that they've lost their flighted member of their party, Reginald the Goose Druid. And the answer that we have taken is scalp birds. Yes. Yes, the scalp birds that make
Oh,
their-
that is a sound.
that make their hideous nests around the Sky Dome, calling out to travelers to offer them passage up to the Sky Dome, but at what terrifying cost? Let's find out.
Oh, good lord.
God, it's just like a terrible
That's a
noise.
scalp bird.
Ah,
Oh,
Jesus!
Oh, God.
Good lord.
it's coming right at me.
Oh, get away. Get away from me. Get away, you foul beast. You, bird.
Oh,
Do you,
yes!
do you speak English, bird?
Oh!
So no, but one from you, a yes from you?
I'll speak for the both of us. Oh! Listen, What are you three doing in town tonight? Huh? You looking for some fun? Looking to see a game, see a concert? What are you up to?
It would be fun. We were walking by. We were basically at a point where we were just trying to gain each other's trust, and one of us is, not willing to do that. So, I don't know. Do you have any sort of fun trust sort of games or anything, activities,
No, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. No, don't listen to the normal man.
We're going to be a team. We've got to act like a team, and a team-building exercise would be fun.
All right, terrifying bird, just give us a second with regular-looking bird. Okay, regular-looking bird, I have a question for you, and it has nothing to do with trust exercises, everybody. Oh, God. We're trying to get into the Sky Dome. Can you help us with that? I can offer you...
I know. You could hop a ride with us. We're just headed to the Sky Dome. We got tickets if you wanna join us. We're the only ones who can get you there. We're the only ones with tickets.
Well, what would you like in exchange? I have many different kinds of bait, both for fishing and for catching.
Whoa! Put that away! Look, okay? Hey, we're just friendly. We're just having a friendly talk, friendly transaction. You don't need to show me. Oh, okay.
Seems friendly to me. I trust you. You see.
Thank you so much.
You're saying that you're the only one with tickets, and no, we couldn't get anywhere else.
You're just gonna take that at face value?
I'm a normal man, and I'm a man of my word, and I take others at their word as well. I'm a trusting man.
We're birds of our word. Let me just confer with my partner here about what sort of thing we want in this transaction. What exchange we'd like.
I'll confer with my people, and we'll be over here talking as well. I'm not kidding. I don't know. I don't know what they're saying.
Not at all.
Gosh, I mean, I have no idea what you're saying.
They're loud.
Okay, goodness. Right. It's like they're mic'd up.
Yes, Sorrow.
As a Beastmaster, I have speak with animals, do I not?
Yes, you do. You want to know what they're saying?
I want to know exactly what they're saying.
Let's make a roll.
May we replay that situation again?
Yes, let's just do a live replay of exactly what just happened.
Great.
Only now we get the translation.
I can't wait to see it all make sense.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how it makes sense too.
All right.
So, what do you want from these guys?
This is exactly what happens to me every time, Ken. Okay, I come in here and I have a whole idea, and I'm trying to give them a trust exercise. This guy's asking for a trust exercise. I'm showing him.
But I have no idea what they're saying.
You're just giving them what they want. You're giving what they asked for. We've got to make a living here.
I'm trying to help them. You're talking over me. They're not even listening. And
they're not listening to us. They're not. How can anyone listen to us? Okay, when we're talking over each other, we can't even agree on what we want. Okay.
What from them is a little bit of respect. How about
we get respect when we got money? What's more important, food on the table or how people think of you?
Are you pleased with these results, Sorrow?
I mean, I thought it was going to be juicier, to be entirely honest with you. It's very mundane.
It was longer the second time for sure.
But now you have secret insight into the scalp bird's internal life, and perhaps you can use that to sway them.
Now, birds, if you don't mind me asking, I respect you very much. I know that didn't sound like a question. I'm ramping up to it.
Can I ask something? Sorry, gonna just cut in here, Dungeon Master. So, should I assume that now I can speak in my own voice because the Beastmaster here can understand me?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, okay, that sounds great. Thanks so much.
Yes, what is it you wanted to say to me, extremely Canadian goose?
Here's the thing. I'm not a goose, and I don't like to be called one. Look at my profile.
I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, it's clear now what you are.
This is what I'm talking about. Okay? This is what scalp birds, we get a bad rep. My partner here and I have been working the corners for what? How many years is it, Ken?
7.
7.
It's a while in this business.
You know how long a bird lives? 8, if you're lucky. So that's most of our goddamn lives.
No, don't get angry. When you get angry, you lose control.
No, I'm fine. Listen to me. What is it you now? You want us to give you a ride up? That's fine. We've got the tickets, okay? I want you to try and do a trust exercise. I want to see the two of you work it out.
Why? Why is that necessary? Why? I don't understand why that's necessary. Why? I don't want to.
Uh-oh.
You don't want to what? I'm only getting one side of this.
Yeah,
What do you want?
Dungeon Master, can we actually run this back? Because I'm assuming Sorrow would be speaking bird, and I want to hear Sorrow speak bird.
Let's
That's
see
right.
that.
Good point.
Let's see that sequence again, but this time in bird.
Yeah.
For a dialect.
Sorrow, I don't speak a lick of bird, but you are mauling the tonal structure of the language here. You're just
Hey,
It does sound bad. I agree.
It's hard. You can't just come at me for not being able to speak, but I'm doing my best.
Sorry. You gotta get that guttural R. It comes from the back of the throat. It's
Yeah,
real.
it's right back there. Right.
Oh yes. Okay, that's it.
If you don't mind, maybe I could try. I could see.
Please.
Rate my accent here. You knew
I think we have a hard
bit
enough-
up in college.
I think we have a hard enough time with Griswold's normal accent. Either way, our heroes have been challenged to embark upon a trust exercise. Heroes, will you meet the Scalpbird's challenge and take a trust exercise? So,
Of course.
yeah, that's
I'll
I assume
always
that meant
do
yes.
it. I'll always do one.
Yes.
Not that
So-
I need one. I'm exercising trust every day, all the time.
So, our heroes have decided to embark upon a trust exercise. Heroes, you must now tell each other a personal truth. Look deep into each other's eyes and share a personal truth about yourselves while the rest of us watch.
Right.
All right. Here's my personal truth is that I don't like when people impersonate my loved ones. How about that? That's my personal truth. Trust.
Yeah, but we kind of already knew that. I think we need a new one for the exercise.
Well, then you show me what kind of personal truth that we're looking for, huh?
I'll show you. My personal truth is that I'm just a normal man.
See, that doesn't sound true either. We saw him rip out
It's
flying
true.
it. No, it's
It's
not.
true.
Factually not. We know that it's not.
Fine, let's just cut right to the core here. Let's just get it all out. Before I was an orange, I was a man, and that man was a landlord. I'm a landlord. And that's how I knew I was destined to be a villain. Because
Good lord.
I would just buy... I have so many properties across Tirana. In fact, I own Princess Husband's my husband. I own his family home, and that adds a weird power dynamic to our relationship, of course, but it's hard. People don't respect you as a landlord, and what am I supposed to do? I'm getting too emotional. Sorry. I'm sorry. Someone go. Someone else.
Julius, you are trying to overpower the Scalpbirds with your harrowing personal truth of admitting that you are a landlord. Shocking. Let's take up the die of power and see if the Scalpbirds will be moved by this personal truth from Julius the Orange. The score is an 11, which I think is pretty moving. And so, the landlord's story told to these Scalpbirds will have our heroes ascend through the sky and come to the gates of the Sky Dome.
Awesome. Wonderful story. You know, for that you can come on with us. We'll head on to the Sky Dome with all of you three.
Yeah, you come with us. That's what we want to see. We want to see stories and sharing and that kind of thing. That just warms your heart, you know.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder you've been doing this for 7 years. You never take money.
Oh no, we will rob you at the chop.
For sure. It's gonna be a whole thing.
I'll
Really?
pretend I didn't hear that, because that would break my trust of you.
Why learn something?
Yes, will trust be broken with the Scalpbirds? Almost certainly. But as our heroes rise up to the gates of the Sky Dome, they are greeted by an emissary. A secret message from this week's special quest star, the famed and inimitable Meer, who comes before our heroes in the guise of Phlogiston the Wizard, with a quest that they must achieve for their goals to be satisfied this week. Let us see our special quest star now.
Greetings, adventurers. It is I, the Wizard Phlogiston, keeper of the Sky Dome, the vast library and repository of arcane knowledge that floats in the clouds above these lands. It has come to my attention that you seek the legendary artifact Vaxcalibur, a noble quest indeed. And I believe the tomes and scrolls of the Sky Dome might hold sorcerous secrets that could aid you in your quest. But first, I need your assistance. As you are no doubt aware, the Sky Dome is held aloft by the power of air elementals, jinn, or genies if you prefer, and other beings from the elemental plane of air. It seems this power is fading. It must be renewed, lest the Sky Dome plunge from its lofty perch, crash to the earth, and become simply a dome. This would result in the destruction of all its accumulated lore, including the secrets you seek, and also the destruction of whatever it lands on. So yes, that is to be avoided. Investigate the cause of this magical disruption and renew the eldritch energies that keep the Sky Dome in the, in the sky. I pray to the gods that you are successful in this endeavor. Phlogiston out!
Yes, a heartfelt beseeching from Phlogiston the Wizard. Keep the Sky Dome afloat. The strange air elementals and genies that power it are losing their power for some reason. Will our heroes be able to keep this landmark of the realm of Tirana flying through the air? We'll find out. But working expressly to try to stop them, of course, is Grimly the Goblin and Brigitte, the evil sorcerer. We'll go to their dark lair now.
So, I mean, what do you think we should do? What?
Oh, you spoke first. That's a good start. Listen, Brigitte, I
thought you were commenting on the fact that I'd made myself a small citrus companion.
Oh, it's really nice, your small citrus companion. But I believe time has come for me and this organization to be getting a little more income for my contributions to what has been going on around here.
I'm sorry. What's happened? How long have you been in the room?
I've been in the room for 36 hours. I haven't slept, eaten, or used the bathroom in that time, and I think it shows a lot of power and promise.
I'm so sorry you haven't eaten. I have to say, though, I don't know what this conversation you're trying to have is, but I've lost, probably the best henchman I've had. Okay? Someone who I had to turn into, that someone turned them into a lemon. Is it a lemon? Is it a grapefruit? God, I'm forgetting already.
I believe he was an orange.
Yes, he was an orange. Yes. So yes, I've lost my orange, and I'm stuck with you. And you are, some would say, inept.
Well.
But that's okay, because what we're going to do is we're not going to wait around for the heroes to just keep taking from us. I'm not going to let them get you there, Grimbo. No. We are going to take it to them. So I have found out that they are in the Sky Dome, and I will be continuing my attempt to sink the ship, as it were. So that should come plummeting to Earth soon enough, and we're going to have a bit of Sokovia on our hands, and everyone should die, on top and below. The below people, I think, mostly won't be in the way too much.
Well,
yes.
I am prepared to say, after a lot of research, which I have here, if you'd like to see it at some point, and how I feel I have contributed to the company, I would ask for you to consider an increase of $5,000 to $7,000. It has been blank time since my salary was last reviewed. I greatly appreciate your consideration.
Okay, thank you so much for that. You do realize you don't make anything, right?
I thought I was...
No, you don't make anything.
I thought everything was on back pay.
You're here because your uncle was an evil henchman for quite some time.
Yes.
He was one of the best. And he said, can you help me out? I need a place for Grappo. And then that's when I said, okay,
Grimly.
on board.
Yes. Yes, Grimly's famous evil uncle. It sounds like a good opportunity for Grimly to give us a spotlight monologue, regaling us with the history of his famous evil uncle.
Me uncle, Grumbly, he was one of the most famous goblins around. Always slashing and cutting and doing whatever he wanted. Oh, he was a henchman to the henchmen. It was before his accident. He was working for Brigitte and unfortunately slipped out of a tower. Fell all the way onto spikes. The same spikes he installed around her castle. His last words were, "Here is my nephew's resume. Please see that it is delivered to Brigitte." And it was done. I hope to follow in his path and be as good as him. But I need the money too. I've got a family. I've got people relying on me. Why should they be left out too? That's me story.
That's it.
That's it. I think there was a lot there. I think there was death.
This is the thing, though, is your family. If we're going to talk about it, right? It's what you have your mother left. And who else is around?
I have a cat.
Yes. Okay. That's not exactly what we say. Dependents, is it?
Well, I put it on me taxes.
Don't I give you a room here?
Give me a room.
I do. I give you a room, don't I?
But I've got. You don't.
I'm sorry.
It specifically says don't tell your boss that you can't afford your rent or that you need a raise to cover your personal expenses, but I do.
No, I understand.
I need it to cover to afford the homestead.
Don't I? Don't I cover everything for you? Yes. And I give you the opportunity to enact evil, which is your family's tradition, isn't it?
Yes.
Before your uncle was pushed out of that.
Pushed?
What?
You said pushed.
What did you say? You said pushed.
I said slipped. No, he slipped and fell.
Tower, and you said he was pushed. Why did you say that?
Excuse me?
Sorry?
What?
I agree. Let's go to the Sky Dome immediately. Let's get there right now. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Dungeon Master, quickly now. Here we go.
Yes. And so Brigitte and Grimly tear off towards the Sky Dome, where our heroes are trying to determine how they are going to resolve the puzzle that has been put before them by Phlogiston, the wizard. They must find the waning power of the air elementals and the genies. Of course, at the base of the Sky Dome, the genies have a hold. where their powerful lamps are gathered that normally project the energy that keeps the dome aloft, but now that energy is beginning to fade. And so we join our heroes as they investigate the studies at the base of the Sky Dome. Let's watch.
Seems like there should be something around here we can use.
Yes. Yes, of course. Ah, yes. What do you have there? I thought you were reaching for something. I thought, but it was my mistake.
Just looking at that point, just to.
Oh,
so
I
know
see.
where
Yes,
I'm
I thought
looking.
you were grabbing onto.
No,
something.
you understand.
Yeah, no, I get
looking-
it now. Oh yes. Tell me. What is going on? What do we do?
Well, it looks like we're trying to supercharge some air and elementals with some magic so that the Sky Dome doesn't come crashing down, and we can keep going. We can maybe get some intel on how to get this artifact back, and maybe get our other good guy back.
Yes, because we need everybody together, right? We're a family. We all have to be together. We have to be that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Each devoted to each other's life, entirely and wholly. Yes.
Exactly.
I think someone cast a freeze spell on Sorrow.
Oh, good lord! What's happening? A freeze spell, a loading spell.
That's a classic
no.
freeze. Oh,
What do
not
we
a loading
do?
Spell.
Okay.
Let me try to cast something.
Strange magic, it would seem, is starting to unveil around our heroes. What could this strange, mysterious spell be? Sorrow is buffering.
There's a magical artifact nearby doing that. It probably has something to
You
do with
there.
air elemental.
It's strange magic. Stop that. Where is it? I'm going to attempt to fight the strange magic.
Griswold, are you going to try to fight this magic?
It's the only way.
Just using bare fists?
Of course, I have nothing else because I'm a normal man.
Ah, well, very well. Then, against this strange magic, battle is joined.
Unhand, my friend. Oh, good lord.
I'm the air elemental. Ha 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 ha! I love to play jokes, and your friend is totally getting tricked.
Why don't you take some of this? This.
Yes, it would seem that simple fisticuffs will not be enough to defeat this tricksy air elemental. And also, you're kind of trying to, get it back to work and not kill it, I guess. But let's take up the die of power and roll for Griswold, the normal blacksmith, to see how successful you will be in containing this vaporous creature. Let's look at the die of power now. And Griswold's roll is a 3.
Oh,
and
gosh.
so you will not be very successful at all in this endeavor.
Okay. All right,
No,
wind.
no.
Oh, I've got
Yes.
something for you. I've got something for you
Oh,
coming
try
up.
it.
Hey?
Try it. I want to see you try. Oh,
Come on.
no,
Come on.
no. Hey, okay, stop that. Okay,
Hey.
okay, stop that one. Okay, I don't like.
Oh, that
Hey.
one works just a bit, I guess, doesn't it? Oh, you don't. It's just mostly annoying to you. It's not defeating you. It's just annoying.
It is a major, mild inconvenience.
That is. Oh, you've got to come back at me.
Okay,
We've got you.
Don't
Oh,
make
this
me-
is
I'm
this
gonna
is
cast
going
freeze
great.
spell on you. Don't make me cast freeze on you. I'll have you frozen forever.
Freeze on me? I'm
You'll
a
be buffering
hearty
for days.
gentleman. I've been cold before. Ooh. Oh God. Don't.
Oh, it's like -2. It's -2 in here. You're gonna.
Oh God.
That's right.
It's a mild inconvenience for me too. I don't like -2. It's not. Oh God. I don't like snow. Did you know that I don't like snow? How did you know that? Oh gosh.
I
It's
didn't.
bringing up such bad memories. I lost my uncle in the snow.
Wait. I think this is a spotlight monologue. I think we have to get.
there I was, out hunting with my uncle, right? My dad's brother. He said, we haven't gotten to know each other very well. Let's go hunting. And I said, of course, uncle. I'd like to get to know you too. And we went out hunting. And there he was, about to shoot a bear. And it started snowing. A snowflake landed on his shoulder. And he went, ouch. For this was no ordinary type of snow. This was really cold snow. Snow that makes you feel burnt when it touches you. Like a sort of
Acid snow.
Acid snow. And it was just so concentrated right on him. I was standing about 6 feet away, but the snow, it was just sort of pouring on him. And it started melting before my eyes. And then he froze over and I went, no, uncle, no, don't die. I'm not close to you yet. We haven't gotten close. I barely know you. And he died. And my greatest regret was not getting to know him, because he was my dad's brother. And I could see my dad in him. I could see how that they had similar characteristics. And I like my dad. And I knew that I could like my uncle, but I didn't like him yet. So I mourn what could have been, not so much him. I didn't shed a tear then, but I shed tears now for a relationship lost.
Your tragic uncle story reminds me of my tragic uncle story.
You have an uncle as well?
I do.
Or had one? Oh, gosh.
My uncle was one of the original air elementals of Tirana, who raised many a great structure. The Tower of Seann, the BMO structure. But most importantly, this here Sky Dome, the Dome of Sky. And he held this magnificent structure aloft for centuries. And then eventually I came along and I admired him holding this thing aloft. But one day a group of adventurers, I don't know if they knew what they were doing, but they started to blow on him, but blow too hard, 5 times, 10 times harder than you. And he couldn't keep up the strength. And he misted away into a fog, and the Sky Dome came crashing down. And up until that point, it's just been me trying to hold it barely up, only a couple meters off the ground. But my energy is waning.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear about your cloud uncle and how he died.
It's a sad state.
I feel like we've really bonded over our dead uncles. Mm-hmm. And maybe I've shared enough with you and you've shared enough with me that we could trust each other and you could let my friend go.
Sir, I don't know you, but I would trust you with my life. I devote my life to you.
And I devote my life to you as well, Cloud.
And so a shared devotion has been made between this cloud, this air elemental, and Griswold. And so, with a shimmering light, the air elemental dissipates and releases the form of Sorrow, the Beastmaster Ranger, who had been held thrall by the air elemental, who now reappears, provided that their internet is back online. Yes, there it is. And of course, Julius, who's been here the whole time.
I went to the concession stand for a hot second, but I'm back.
Welcome back. You missed out on my story about my uncle, my dead one.
Were you just telling a story? I thought we were just working something out.
Oh, did you miss it too?
What?
Do you want to go back?
My story about my uncle as well.
Run it back one more time?
I'll do it again.
Can we do that one more time, maybe in Bird?
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Let's do it once more in Bird. Yeah.
It's just a faster language.
You're right, it is a faster language. And of course, we could have been close, but we weren't, and we didn't get the chance.
You were right. I was messing up those rolling R's.
Really
Oh,
nice. Really beautiful. Sorry, I was
Thank
just
you.
flying by. I couldn't help it over here.
Yes. Goodbye, bird.
Oh!
you know, when I was trapped inside that air elemental just now, and listening to you speak to it, it's all coming back to me now. I feel like, am I a jerk? Is that why people keep running away from me? Am I a jerk?
No.
It just seems like you get along with everybody right away, and I seem to be, everybody seems to not like me when I talk to them, and I'm beginning to think it's because I'm a jerk. Am I a jerk?
Okay, well, I'm going to say something to you right now, and I need you to trust that I have your best interest at heart.
Okay, but if it's mean, I will try and kill you. Go on.
Fair enough. Right, so I need you to trust me. Okay? Be
Okay.
as delicate as possible.
All right.
Should we roll a dice about it?
Yes, it sounds to me like, Griswold, it sounds to me like you were trying to open Sorrow's heart. But we just determined at the beginning of this episode that Sorrow's heart was closed. But we'll see if you can change his heart. Maybe with your whatever you're going to say. Let's take up the die of power and see how impactful what you're going to say is. A 14, which with the power of friendship and the sorrow of recently thinking about not being that close with your uncle, you will be able to open Sorrow's heart.
All right. Now, listen carefully and trust me.
Okay.
One time, when I punished my kid, and we know that's not allowed, he looked at me and he said, "Father, you're a jerk. You should take a hard look at yourself." And I said, "I'm not a jerk." But then I listened to him, and I took a hard look at myself, and I realized I'd punished him, and that was jerky, and I was a jerk. So I'm saying to you, take a hard look at yourself and your behavior over the last several minutes,
Mm.
and tell me what you see.
I see a jerk.
I see a jerk too. You see a jerk as well.
I don't have to go longer than a few minutes, though, right? Because otherwise that would be incapacitating for me emotionally.
No, you don't have to. No, you've done enough. You're a jerk, and I know one because I am one. I see one.
No, you're not a jerk. You're a normal man.
I try to be normal and normal.
Julius, I devote myself to you.
Oh,
And I devote myself to you, two normal men.
And
Together we can do anything.
together we can,
Ah.
with each other's trust.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
You two
All
are
right.
jerks. When I'm still, and I'm a landlord, so it's just a match made in
So,
heaven.
if you're a landlord, then yeah, what are you as well?
No,
You
don't
got to
make me
say
Well,
it.
I have to say
I said it.
You got to say it. You got to.
Okay, I'm a jerk.
Little
I'm a
jerk.
jerk.
Why do you raise the rent every year? You don't have to.
Because I'm greedy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
All right. All right.
okay, wow.
Okay, well.
Well, now that
that's
we've rebuilt ourselves and our friendship and our trust, we can rebuild this sky dome.
Wait, do you hear sarcastic clapping?
I do.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Well, well, well.
Well.
Well, we timed it just at the same time. Aren't we
Well, oh, sorry.
No! Aren't we all just a happy family?
Aren't we all just finding new connections with each other?
Yes, that's what's happening.
Yes, that's what we were doing.
Yeah,
exactly
that's what
just
exactly
happened.
what was happening.
You've
So what
interrupted.
happened to your old connections?
Pardon?
Seems as though we've all bonded over the loss of someone important in our lives, haven't we?
Yes, that was.
As a matter
what
of
was
fact,
happening.
we
Yeah,
have, yes, our
If you've been
uncles.
paying attention, then
Yes,
Great
they've
summary of
all
recent
died.
events.
Yeah.
Uncles.
Just-
Sure. Everybody used to have an uncle.
Yes.
Actually, mine's just fine.
I mean,
It's a
yeah, I wasn't really
shopkeep
close
up
with
in
my. Yeah, mine was.
Nice to see
My
you.
hurt was more
Yeah.
the animal. Yeah.
Well, I had an uncle. I had an uncle, and he died.
Well,
You
yeah.
did? How did he die?
Yeah. He slipped out of the top of a tower and went
I told you
all
that
the
was
way
something-
down on the spikes.
Grimly, I told you already. That was an accident. What happened to your uncle?
I said that. I said he slipped. Why did you reiterate it?
I'm just saying it was an accident. But everybody else is. I mean, apart from you, Julius, because we're working through it. Do you have an uncle?
He is currently alive and well in Barry. Yes.
Okay, well, we're heading up there.
Don't
No, we're
Brigitte,
going
you
up
wouldn't
there. We're
dare.
going to
You
Barry.
would
She
dare.
would. She would do anything,
Coko.
including
you-
pushing your uncle out of a tower, Grimly.
That's right. That's what
No.
happened. Oh,
No.
that's right. You
I'm
had his
saying I
trust and you
froze
betrayed
your
it.
uncle
Think
and
about it.
No, that's
I'm
no.
thinking tower, uncle, spikes, Brigitte, uncle, spikes, tower, pigeon, bird,
Yeah.
owl,
Yes. The
spikes,
story's
uncle,
unfolding.
tower, pushed,
Use
pushed,
more words.
slip,
No.
Brigitte,
you're
murder,
bridge the words with other
uncle.
words.
Brigitte was an uncle murderer by
That's right.
slip pushing my uncle and tower spikes.
Yes.
I-
That's the
I was
conclusion
more
I
talking
came
about
to.
the acid snow. That was me. For sure.
You did acid snow.
That's worse.
Yes.
Oh, that's
You're
sick.
just
You
confessing the
chose
murders
to do
now.
that.
No, I'm not. No, I didn't confess. Yours was an accident, Grimly. Let's not get caught up in that. Who wants a raise? Who wants a raise?
I
You-
do.
How
I,
about 2,000? How about 2,000?
well,
Did
the
you
book
s-
recommended 3,000 to 7,000.
Grimly.
I go for 2,500
Right.
and not a cent more.
Wait, I think we're
We'll do 2,250 then.
Grimly,
we
if I,
can't skip the fact that Brigitte seems to have killed 2 out of our 4 uncles.
But one
And
of your
is holding
uncles is actually
your husband
dead, and
hostage.
You just don't know it yet.
What?
Guess
Oh
which one?
God, is it mine again?
No,
I'm
Yours-
really close to
yours
mine.
remains dead. But
Oh
one of
shoot,
your
I thought that maybe
uncles
he'd come
is
alive. But he's dead.
Okay. Sarah is your uncle. Mine's alive and well in Barry, as far as I knew before I turned
Well,
into an orange.
That leaves one last uncle, doesn't it?
Mine?
Very
You-
good.
You killed my uncle?
Oh God.
Well, yes.
Who
I
was he?
feel as though a lot of you were beginning to think I wasn't evil. You know, I was just inconvenient. But I am evil, and I'm going to kill each and every one of your family members if you don't get me Excalibur back. That being said, I'm going to also kill each and every one of you. That little elemental cloud is on its way out. And soon enough, the Sky Dome will fall from the skies, crushing you and everyone around you. How about that for evil, huh? How about that? How about
Pretty
that?
evil, yeah, for that.
That's
For
really evil.
being evil, that's
Especially
evil.
on the order that you do it. Like if you kill a relative first and then us, because then we'd get to see it happen. But if you kill
Yeah.
us first and then a relative, it wouldn't really matter, right?
So I haven't really met
It's
my
kind of
uncles. So.
that idea, like a great tragedy is so incomprehensible that that's not as big a deal as someone we personally know
Well,
dying.
that's exactly
Yeah.
it, because it's the personal aspect to it, you know?
But
And I
you
don't-
do that
It's weird that it
first,
wasn't my
and then
uncle.
it's a reverse order.
Yeah, you've got to do it in that other order.
Well, no,
Right.
I didn't
Yeah.
have to do what happened that way, because otherwise, you know, you're just there and you're just like, oh no, we're falling, we're dying, you know, everyone loves me and it's okay. But in this case, you're like, except for my uncle.
I'm just not really close with my uncle, and I feel like I already stated a bunch of people I'm really close with, and you didn't kill them, so I'm feeling like maybe you're not as evil as you say you are.
Within your family. Okay.
I mean, I feel like
Looks
it's in my backstory, so...
Yeah,
you know,
it's like-
uh,
I've got a closer uncle, even, and they're alive. My story was about an uncle that I wasn't close to.
I don't want to hear it. Whoever you are. You know, you look awfully familiar. I used to have a very, very successful assassin that looked a heck of a lot like you, actually.
No, of course you didn't have any.
No, I
It wouldn't have
didn't.
looked like me. I'd look like no one. I look like myself and only myself.
No. Actually, the more you speak, the more that I think, you're just really reminding me of him. He was an incredible killer. He would rip the spine right out of people. You know?
And I've never done that lately.
Anyway, enough said.
Oh.
Here we go.
No. No.
Did she fall?
You fools.
I think we're all falling. I think the sky is falling.
Ricky, you left
So
me
our heroes-
behind.
Our heroes begin to plummet through the sky, dropped out of the sky dome by Brigitte's dark sorcery. Heroes, how are you going to try to save yourselves?
I'm going to attempt to flap my arms like a bird.
Just gonna try to fly.
That's the first idea. You just got to roll.
That's Griswold. Sorrow, what are you going to try to do?
I'm going to attempt to scream, I'm sorry I was a jerk, please save us in bird, with the hopes that the skull birds will come and save us.
The scalp birds. Oh yes,
That's one.
and Julius, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pray that someone who's devoted their life to us saves the day. Oh,
And I'm
With
going
my-
to relax
my
my
dying breath.
arm into a total trust fall.
Okay, so we have the chance of the birds saving our heroes. We have the chance of the clouds saving our heroes. Let's take up the die of power and see how successful these rescue operations will be. With a roll of a 9. And so some of our heroes will be saved, but one of the 4 falling heroes or falling people will be dropped instead. Who will it be? Let's find out.
Trust, complete trust, and hoping that someone saves me. Oh, I'm a trusting man.
I don't want to die. Got you, Griswold. Got you.
The air guy.
Here we
You
go.
saved me.
We gotta help them.
Air elemental. Oh my goodness. You saved me.
Oh,
I knew I could trust you. I knew you'd be there for me. Did you get to able to save the others?
no, I guess. Well, I devoted my life to you. I didn't have the time to get to
That's
know them.
fair. It's fair. You knew me best.
It's true,
It would have been a bigger loss to lose me.
and I hope that one day you could avenge all our uncles for all of us.
I will. I will do you that promise.
Thank you. I failed my mission as upholder of the sky dump, so I think I literally have to die now.
No, you just have to
Sense.
believe in yourself, and then you'll grow bigger. Your heart will grow, and then your body will too, and you'll save the Sky Dome.
Is that okay? Yeah, I can start believing. I just get into myself, read a little self-help book, and
Yes.
Skydome will be back up in a jiff. And until
Yeah.
then, look up in the sky and think of me.
I will always think of you. What was that guy's name again?
Yes, we never quite got the air elemental's name, but as the air elemental and Griswold sail off into the distance peacefully, of course, no one has caught poor Grimly, who falls through the night sky.
Oh, no one's catching me, and it's a really far way down. Oh, Brigitte!
I'm coming. Don't worry.
Oh,
I'm going to save you. I wouldn't leave you behind.
let me just latch. Oh, I got you.
Brigitte, are you attempting to carry Grimly away and save him?
Yes.
let's take up the die of power and roll for Grimly's fate.
Oh no.
The roll is a 12.
All
and
right.
So you will save Grimly's life if you so choose to.
Oh, you're just kind of like flapping around there now.
The thing is, I never had my own monologue, and I feel as though, if we, I think that it would be if you could do the boom, boom, boom. I've had a lot of minions in my time, and I've never really warmed to Grimly the way I did for Julius. I never had the opportunity to really get to know him. Did I turn one of his hands into a pair of scissors? Yes. Did I have high hopes that I would be able to turn him into an owl and regain my human form? Yes. Was I able to do that yet? No, I wasn't, and so I thought I might keep him. But I guess at this point it's worth saying that he's the only one left. Even if he has to, come at me with these kind of ridiculous demands and attempts.
Oh!
Oh, frig. Oh, no. Oh, no. Grimly?
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 Oh my god.
Julius.
Grimly?
So cold.
Grimly, wait.
No.
I'm sorry.
So cold.
I got caught up in my monologuing. I didn't realize you were still falling so fast.
Oh.
Hold on to my peel and don't look into the light.
Oh, but it's so bright.
No.
I think it's my time.
Oh, Grimly, please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Please, I'll give you whatever you want. You can have your own room in the castle. You don't have to share anymore.
Can you do one favor for me, Brigitte?
Yes, of course. Yes. What?
Here is my nephew's resume.
No.
Please hire him and tell him his uncle.
No! This is exactly the curse of nepotism, and also no.
Brigitte, resurrect him. You gotta be able to resurrect him.
I can try, Julius. I'll try. All I have with me is this lime. I was a little bit upset with you.
What about Vaxcalibur? Would Vaxcalibur be able to?
Well, Vaxcalibur could possibly resurrect him, but I have dark magic, don't I?
Okay, we could.
You do indeed have dark magic, but that dark magic will be a story for another day.
No, but
On this day, we will end.
I thought I was going.
We'll end on the sad demise of poor Grimly.
But I have a lot.
Yes, you do have a lot. Yes, poor, sweet angel Grimly, taken from us too soon, just as his uncle was.
Still have the lime,
Yeah,
no?
you do. Yeah, I got it. Yes, poor Grimly. Will Grimly be resurrected by Vaxcalibur? Will Grimly be replaced by his nephew? And the cycle will continue, the hideous cycle of death and nepotism that has driven us on. Will we find Reginald the Goose Druid, and we'll find out where Vaxcalibur has gone? Will Pruno emerge and perhaps give birth because they are so pregnant they could not even be in this episode? Many mysteries like this and more will be solved on the next episode of D&D Live, Legends of Tirana. Thank you all for watching our lovely episodes today. I'd love to throw it to our various cast. Thank you to everyone who is a part of the show today. Thank you first to Kyah Green, who plays Sorrow, the Beastmaster. Ooh, let's change that, yeah. Kyah, do you have anything you'd like to shout out?
I have nothing to shout out, except for this show. Watch this show at the same time next week. I'll be in it, along with all these good folks. Also, get better internet. Kyah?
It worked for the story. Next, I'd like to thank Chris Wilson, who plays Griswold Scrumptious.
Hello, I'd like to plug my new Bell 5G internet. It's a great deal right now. I've got a 1.5 gigabyte upload and 1.5 gigabyte download. It's really great internet, and they give you a good yearly deal. You just go with Bell, the Bell 5. It's great, and you can listen to my podcast. This time it's different. That's a real plug.
Yeah, and it comes through. It comes through real crystal clear with that Bell 5.
Beautiful. I upload those episodes in a flash.
Great. Yeah. I'm glad to hear it. Next, I'd like to thank Ted Hambly, who plays Grimly the Goblin.
Whoa, thank you so much. I like to plug 2 shows I'm doing this week. Duo Derby, 8 p.m. on Thursday, where a bunch of improv duos will perform. I'll be performing with Martha Stortz, founder of the Assembly Improv here in Toronto. And also 8 p.m. on Saturday, Improv in Chile. You can check out as well. Both of these you can find on Facebook. If you just type those in, Improv in Chile and Duo Derby. Improv in Chile is a charity show, so you can check that out as well.
Sweet, yes, thank you. And I'd like to thank Ajahnis Charley, who plays Julius the Orange.
Hello, yes. I would like to plug my own show here on Bad Dog Comedy TV called High Tea, which is Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here. It's fun stuff. And I'd like to plug the Untitled Black Sketch Project, which you can follow on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Untitled Black Sketch Project. Check it out.
Nice. And I'd also like to thank Liz Johnston, who plays Brigitte. If Liz is there, but maybe Liz is not there. All right.
I'm here. I had a bit with my lime. I was trying.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Thanks so much. I'd really like to plug also my show, which airs tomorrow at 7 p.m. on the same channel. Called Our Next Guest, and my guest will be the amazing Jane Caruana. So tune in at 7 p.m. Don't forget the lime. Okay, bye.
Don't forget the lime. Yes, there's all kinds of wonderful shows on Bad Dog Comedy TV. If you'd like to, if you're able to make a donation to this show by your virtual ticket, you can do so at www.baddogtheater.com/D&D live. All kinds of wonderful shows on the channel. I thoroughly recommend checking out all of them. I'd also like to thank Seann Tabares, or Tabitha Houseman, who is in our booth helping run things technically. I'd also like to thank Ayaka Kinugawa, who has a show on Bad Dog Comedy TV, Ayaka's Kitchen, which is Monday nights at 7 p.m. Delightful show. That's a cooking show / culture show. And Ben Steamroller of Ben Steamroller Art, who's done our posters and things like that. And we'd also like to thank our special guest this week, Mark Meer, who gave us a Phlogiston the Wizard in our Air Elemental quest. You can find Mark on Twitter at Mark Meer, or at Instagram at Mr. Mark Meer. And Mark does all kinds of cool D&D stuff, doing an actual show for the proper Dungeons and Dragons called the Black Dice Society, which airs every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern on the official Dungeons and Dragons YouTube and Twitch channels, and doing a Vampire the Masquerade podcast called Stitch of Fate. New episodes of that drop every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern on major podcast platforms. And finally, we'd love to thank you, our audience, for giving us all those great suggestions and for sticking around with us. And we'll see you next week for the next episode of D&D Live. Have a good night.
Mm-hmm.